Hey everyone, it's Ace Trainer Greg here. This video is the best of highlights of our relaxed speed run through Pokemon Yellow version, Special Pikachu Edition. This relaxed speed run is a video idea that I came up with myself to follow a game in the way that a typical speed run would go, but at a more relaxed pace to understand how a speed run works, yet at a more enjoyable, digestible format. So please enjoy this video of the best of our playthrough through Pokemon Yellow, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Pokemon playthroughs. Let's see my existing game here. Oh, that time is pretty high for just one badge. I don't know what I was doing there. Normally here you would name your player something crazy, but I want to keep on naming our player after myself. I don't think it's gonna matter all that much, but I think it would just be something fun to do. I am using my real GameCube controller. I'm wondering how that's gonna affect things. So here we get Pikachu. Do we want to give a name to him? Yeah, let's actually name him in honor of... We're not going to use Pikachu at all, but in honor of our last playthrough, because he won't evolve, let's name him Little Mac in honor of Mac the Pikachu. So here we go. We end up getting our first victory, so that's going to be really helpful. That's why I always loved this game as a kid. This is my favorite way to replay Gen 1, is because I do love that you can just walk around with Pikachu. One thing I'm not loving right now is the GameCube controller is pretty tough to control. My setup here was pretty interesting, how I got it all joy-rigged. It was really difficult to get the right capture card and all, because I'm recording on a Mac, an M1 chip Mac, and so my audio was screwy, and it was a whole thing. So it really was it was difficult because I guess the M1 chip Mac has a real issue with how you end up, how it records audio with USB devices. So it ended up really screwing up. I tried a bunch of different capture cards and none were working. I finally got an AverMedia one, and that was still having the same problem of the audio wasn't going well. And then I realized that the issue was actually with my computer. It had nothing to do with the capture card. So after all of that, I found a nice little script that I can run on the computer to help us out and actually make the audio go well. Now here is where you're hoping for exactly this encounter. This is the exact reason we bought all these Pokeballs. Is you want to catch the king of a Pokemon Yellow speedrun, and that is the counterpart to Mama, our Nidoqueen from the last playthrough, is you want Nidoran Male. Nidoran Male is the king of a speed through. Normally you would just nickname him A, or some character. This time though, because we're going to keep him on our team, and because it's a relaxed speed run, we're going to name him... So I was thinking, I think Nido Kingdom would fit. Nido Kingdom is a little much, but so then I was workshopping names like, okay, Nido King, Nido Kingdom, what is it? And I thought of one of my favorite games as a kid, Kingdom Hearts, because of Nido King. And I think we're going to name him after another powerhouse in that game. And we're going to have, welcome to the team, Riku, the Nido King. You know, let's just do it. We've got time. Something no one has ever said in a speedrun. That's why, though, I like this relaxed speedrun. And that's why we did the second tier. Okay, there we go. So we now have the boulder badge. Really, really nice work. Oh, first Riku's gonna evolve, which is pretty good. There we go. That is a festive sprite. Yeah, I'm sure you do like dinner. Oh, shoot. Dude, okay, that was the GameCube controller fault. But I also knew that it's not as precise as normal. Oh, man. We are getting swarmed here. The encounter table is crazy. Alright. You want to go down here if you can. See, this is why in the original games people hated Zubat and called these caves Zubats. I don't know what they did in this version. Whether it was like up in the encounters or what it was. But, and he's about to become an even bigger one. You're seeing why this is the Nido Kingdom in the game. He is the Marcus of Pokemon, if you've ever played Fire Emblem. Except he doesn't really trail off. There we go. Alright, now. Alright, let's see. Let's see if the Pokeball works. There we go. And you know what? Because it's a Nuzlocke, let's nickname him. Let's nickname him A, just like you would in a regular Nuzlocke for a Pokemon. I thought that was I thought that was pretty impressive for a I only had to go like back and forth with it a few times. And finally it gave me the exact right thing to do. Alright, let's stay in Speedrun, let's use oh, this is tough. Alright, this is really tough. I want to save those hornet Alright, here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna horn attack and hope it hits. That's our only option. But this has been, oh man, 2 sand attacks is not good. Let's hope it hits, and then I guess I can go back and heal. Yikes. Not good, huh? Oh man. This is brutal. This would be run ending. This is awful. Wow. Alright, last, tip your hat. Alright, you know what? I'm actually gonna... No, we're all the way in this, so we're gonna come up here. We're gonna get our new HM friend, Charmander. Just something I've never thought I would say, but we will give it a nickname, and I'm gonna name it, funny enough. So, when the EXP Share podcast did their initial run through, Josh Fjellstad named his Charmander Litzard, which I thought was so funny and like stupid, and he of course ended up changing it when he got to the name Raider, but I just always thought that was great, so I decided, why not, you know, Charmander's not going to evolve, he'll just be our guy. so this is one of the really scariest battles. I mean, Brock is pretty scary. Like, there's tons of things that can go wrong in the beginning, but because it's so easy to reset there, like, you just reset if something goes wrong. Here is, like, we've invested some serious time into this run at this point, and if you end up losing, it's tough to swallow. You know, Starmie might be able to drop your speed here. Like, 2 hits should take it out. Let's see. Defense hurts. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Hey, there's a switch under the trash. There we go. Wow. And both times, we make it right through the switches in the exact same position. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. So, there's still a decent chance here. We should just march right through Surge with Thrash. I was gonna get into the whole explanation of how these trash cans are rigged in this game, but considering both times I just blasted right through that, I don't think I need to. You can look it up for yourself. Let's hope he doesn't get lucky here. There we go. Okay. And, well, there we go. Surge is down. Lightning American, goodbye. So if you haven't healed yet, this trick should work. Which is if you go into Diglett Cave here, the way that dig works is it'll take you, if you're in a diggable space, it'll take you back to the last Pokemon Center you used. I don't think we used Vermilion, so it should take us to Cerulean. Ah, we did use Vermilion. Okay, well then, it didn't quite work. But, you know, like I said, we're emphasizing the relaxed nature of this speedrun. Now we can use Thrash. I was going to choose Thunderbolt, but... Oh, wow, we probably should use Thunderbolt. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Well, let's pray we hit. Oh, man. Oh, come on, don't be our first wipe. Come on, hit through this. There we go. Wow. Alright, well. Way, way, way closer than it should have been. Alright. You get that rare candy. And now here's going to be the coolest thing you can do. Is... You might be thinking to yourself, we don't have the Sylph Scope. How are we going to get away from the ghost of Marowak? Well, if you come in here and you use that Pokédoll we picked up, it'll actually get you through. Alright, so now we just want to go... well, first, you don't want to run into that guy. Probably want to go a little bit higher. But, alright, we'll take on the scientist here. And finally, against Nidoking. Nidoking versus Nidoqueen. We outspeed, and here we go. Alright. Wow, Riku's already at level 40. This guy's really leveling up a ton. He lost again. Okay, now how do we navigate through? Oh, shoot. Alright, well. We kind of fell right into that one, I guess. I know this really well, funny enough, because how many times I had to run through it, count them 3, to get execute for Egg Bomb. So I actually know this path like the back of my hand at this point. One little interesting stat here is some speedrunners will make sure their entire inventory is full for this fight, because Erica will just tell them you should make room for this instead of giving them the TM, and that will save you a few text boxes and a few frames. So, we'll see. We should start taking bets on what level Riku will get up to by the end of all this. Oh, that's just a killer. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Well, that's why you have some heal items. That is crazy. Wow. You know what? That's for me. Oh, this is the dropping balls guy. All right, well, that all makes sense. That's ridiculous. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, man. All right, well, let's see. Do we even have a revive? Okay, well, here we go. I think the title of this episode is going to be Emphasis on the Relaxed. Given fodder. And wow, for the first time we are in this channel, we're going to wipe. Okay, thank you. Well, that would have been run ending. And the first time in our channel history we wipe. Well, let's try take 2. No wonder Koga ends up going to the Elite Four. Sorry, spoiler alert. Alright, we're gonna use the X accuracy. Oh my god. Alright, then you know what we're gonna do? If he's gonna do this, I'll show you what we're gonna do. Oh, that's just ridiculous. We're gonna use the X speed now. Pray we don't get hit by a psychic. Or a super effective psychic. Okay. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna super potion up. Oh, you know what we should actually do? I've got a better idea. We're going full cheese. Yeah, we're just gonna do full cheese here. Sorry, Lil Mac. Sorry, A. Wow, Koga is nearly impossible. When you have a guy who's weak to... I mean, he's poison, even. Oh shoot, does the X accuracy wipe now that we swapped out? Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna find out. That would be real unfortunate. Okay, well. Alright, no. Critical hit. Oh my god. Okay, well, either we got real lucky with that hitting, or... You know what? This is cursed at this point. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Nope, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try things the old-fashioned way. Oh, and that's by losing. Okay, well, this is ridiculous. Okay, now, let's not wipe again. I'm actually getting frustrated. But you know what? It wouldn't be a game if you could just waltz right through it. Alright. No critical hit. No sleep powder. Okay, great. Perfect. And with that, hopefully, Coke gives it to us. Now we use the X speed. Okay, we can take the side beam. Okay, and I think now... Oh, awesome. You've got to be kidding me. Riku, you gotta snap out of this, dude. We cannot be dealing with this. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Riku, man. You know what? Good on you. And on our third time, we finally take down Koga. Enemy of the channel. Enemy number 1, Koga. Luckily, Sabrina can be speedrunned. Speedrunneth. Because her Abra here is not very strong. So what we're going to do is use one of our X accuracies. She can use the X defend all she wants. And we're going to use an X speed. Perfect. We got the Marsh badge. And yeah, you just come all the way down south with the repel. Oh! I'm gonna blame that on the GameCube controller. Should be able to tank it, I said. Okay. There we go. 4 badges this episode. I will take it. Alright, and now... Best practice is to save before Giovanni, but we just saved. Let's see what we can do. So first thing you want to do is you want to use an X speed here, which is a little interesting. But the reason we want to do that is because, oh wow, that's a little interesting. Dugtrio can't hit us. Oh, actually, we can still use Earthquake. Oh no. Dugtrio really can't hit us with Fissure if we're faster. And that's the only move that really can wipe Nidoking here. Okay, so there we go. Next he's going to send out Persian, and now we want to start doing the X accuracy game. I think we can tank everything Persian can throw at us. Let's just be sure. Okay, well, again, we don't have a revive, so... Alright then, well, it looks like we are going to be wiping to Giovanni. I would normally restart my GameCube as well, but actually, we could try it with the Game Boy Player. That's a little lame, though. I don't really like doing that. We already faced some trainers. Let's just wipe like a man. Taken out of context, that's going to go very poorly. And we also learn why you save in front of him. Okay. Alright, so now let's try this again. No crit, no crit. Okay, we're gonna try the game pack exchange. Okay, you can see why this is actually difficult for speedrunning. Like, it's not just all about making your way through the game and figuring out how fast you can do it. I mean, it certainly is a good bit of it. But wow, it is a whole lot of luck too. Let's hope for a Fisher here. Okay, well, let's try Earthquake. Oh my god. Okay, well. I don't... Okay. Nice. There we go. Okay, now we use Earthquake. Okay, now we should hopefully win. And there we go. Giovanni goes down. And I think that opens up. Yeah, there. Okay then. Well, let's see what we can do. This is why we have the this is why we have the revives. Let's just Earthquake our way through, I think. Great. Yeah, I don't think we need any items. Hopefully no revives. Let's use an Ice Beam. Oh, man. What is the theme for this channel? I would say number one is don't get cute. Number two is Koga is enemy number one of the channel. Rule number 3 is don't forget rules 1 and 2. Alright, this is really where the game starts getting difficult. We're going to use one of the full restores here. We're going to hope that she uses Rust on one of the next 2 turns. Yes! There we go. Cloister. We'll use a Thunderbolt. Oh man. Guess we should have just Torn Drilled. Oh man. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. No more getting cute. We will take the 3. Wow. Okay. Okay. There we go. And you know what? At this point, let's also use that rare candy. Alright. Way to go. Let's see if the speed tie will be in our favor. Yes! Or maybe we just outspeed in general. I'll take it. I won't say we can breathe a sigh of relief entirely, but that is really helpful. I think we should have used Ice Beam on Golbat. Not that it matters, but I think that would have been potentially the best move. Now, am I saying that just because We did not get down with Thunderbolt. And let's tank whatever you can throw at us here. Or let's tank this Hydro Pump. Okay, there we go. Land a nice Thunderbolt. Surviving that is huge. Aerodactyl, I think you're gonna get the same treatment. Yes, we outspeed. Now we just gotta hope Dragonite that we outspeed too. The badge boost gets us. Let's hope, let's hope. Yes! Alright. There we go. And I think with that, I think I'm going to lay down a save. I'm feeling pretty good. I hate to say that while we have the champion coming up. Okay, here we go. One last trial against Andrew. All right, Andrew, let's take it on. Can we beat ya? One more time. Oh, shoot, I forgot to heal. Idiot. Ah. Okay, well, in that case, good thing we did save. Okay. You know what? We'll count that as a mulligan. Stupid, forgetting to heal. Oh, man. Wow. Well, good thing I saved. Come on, no crit, no crit, no crit. Yes! Okay. We may have won. That may be what we need to win. Okay. Yep. We have officially... We're running down the clock, boys. We are kneeling the ball. We're just hitting A as fast as we can. Cloister down. And Flareon is going to go down. And then let's see what our time is for our very first relaxed speedrun. Yes! Level 59. Riku. Riku takes it down. That was good. That was stressful. That was a stressful run. I mean, as you can tell, it was a lot. Many fewer stories than last time. And it was definitely a lot more strategy discussion, but I actually had a really good time. I thought it was cool to see some of the differences between Yellow and Blue, which we just played. I thought it was also cool to use some of our background knowledge of a good amount of the game. I just think it's awesome that I'm playing on my original GameCube. Wow. And another set enters the Hall of Fame. Our ringer first up. Riku. Yeah, Riku deserves this one. He was the best. Little Mac. Little Mac, you deserve this too. I know this is technically slowing down our time. A. Thank you for joining us, A. You were great. Litzard. Litzard, you were a great HM friend. Oh, and Surfer. You did your job. You also were quite strong, so. And here we go. 338 for our very first relaxed speedrun. So really, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this little interstitial. Please continue to tune in for our next playthroughs and continue to tune in for the remainder of our Pokemon playthroughs. So thanks for watching this series, and don't forget to check out the next ones. Thanks, everyone.